I think when you're thinking about these different pollutants, it's useful to sort of think about the outdoor pollutants that are coming indoors and affecting us, and then the indoor pollutants that are kind of generated indoors, either from our own behaviors or from the building materials or some other sources. So in terms of outdoor pollutants, things like cars and trucks, industrial point sources, other types of outdoor pollution, simple things like keeping windows closed can actually have quite a substantial impact on your air pollution exposure. Indoors, there are some relevant pollutants as well. So things like formaldehyde, which is an irritant and which is contained in a lot of building materials and can off-gas indoors and results in exposure. We think about things like radon indoors, which is actually a fairly potent carcinogen, and in some communities with high indoor concentrations of radon, it can actually be quite a considerable contributor to the overall cancer risk. When I talk about air pollution, the pollutants that we think about most often are the particles in the air. So these are really small particles that are able to penetrate deep into the part of the lung where gases are exchanged with the blood. Probably the biggest indoor source of pollution is smoking, is environmental tobacco smoke. In homes where there isn't smoking, the biggest source, at least for the small particle pollution, tends to be cooking. I've been involved in studies actually where we do see measurable impacts on the indoor concentration of these fine particles from things like burning candles, burning incense. So I would suggest, all things being equal, that you might want to avoid those types of activities.